What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister, Denisha.
What's up?
And my brother, Derek.
What's up?
And today, in honor of the new Black Panther movie coming out this week, which we will be doing a review of, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But we're going to be talking about the origin and
History?
Yeah, I was gonna say character breakdown.
Yeah, character breakdown is what I should say. Character breakdown of Namor the Sub-Mariner.
Yes.
Let's get that out of the way first. It's Sub-Mariner.
Yes.
Sub-Mariner.
You're almost there.
I'm calling him Namor from the rest of this episode.
Okay.
Okay, that works.
So we're going to do, a character breakdown. Who is Namor the Sub-Mariner? And that way we can have a bit of an understanding of him as we go into this Black Panther movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I figure we start with his actual creation.
Oh, yeah. That was interesting.
So he was created by Bill Everett in 1939, which is a really long-lived character.
Yeah, I was surprised that he has managed to stay pretty popular for, 80, 90 years.
80 years.
Yeah, and he only had a brief hiatus, I think, in the 50s or whatever. But after that, he's been pretty prominent in the comics since then. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I've always liked Submariner. I guess because we had those weird VHSs.
I was trying to figure out today, why did I like him so much? Because he's not on anything. Because usually when we do these characters breakdown, I try to watch their appearances in the other cartoons or movies or whatever, only to realize he's only shown up about 4 times. In some pretty bad cartoons.
Yeah. I only remember one episode of the Fantastic Four that he was in.
He was in 1 episode of Our Fantastic Four.
Okay.
2 episodes of the new Fantastic Four. And 1 episode of that horrible Avengers cartoon.
Oh, the one after Earth's Mightiest Heroes?
No. The one before Earth's Mightiest Heroes. United We Stand, I think.
Horrible, horrible thing.
Yeah, using all the weird.
Ant-Man was the leader of the group.
And then in this one, Tigra is afraid of water, and I'm like, tigers aren't afraid of.
Because she's a cat.
Tigers aren't afraid of water.
No, they're not.
Just
That's
so.
true, they're not.
Just so stupid. Just be glad I couldn't sleep because I was just so angry. But yeah, so I was like, why do I like him so much? Because I really didn't have
that much exposure.
Yeah.
It must have been, and I was trying to find that cartoon. It was like a 60s cartoon.
I couldn't find it.
But that's where I first learned about him. So yeah, 1939. He predates a lot of Marvel. He predates Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it wasn't even Timely, or was it Timely?
It was probably Timely at that time.
Timely Comics, yeah. So...
Yeah.
And he's listed as the first anti-hero.
Yes, I was going to get to that. Okay. I wanted to make mention that he predates Aquaman. Aquaman was introduced in 1941.
Yeah, so Aquaman's the copy.
Yes.
Okay.
And he's a lot better than Aquaman.
He is so much better than Aquaman.
So much better.
Yeah.
So much
just,
better.
Whatever, you're gonna copy.
Yeah, I'm just wow. Why hasn't he gotten the recognition?
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a Submariner movie. It's probably gonna be called Namor.
Well, Feige said that it depends on how good this goes, but I mean, you already know what it's gonna go like, right?
Yeah. From what I heard,
is really good.
I heard it's
and
really good,
I'm trying to buy.
Went very well.
Yeah, and I'm trying to buy tickets at the old people hour, and it's half sold out.
Tickets at 8:00 in the morning was sold out.
Wow, that means every showing, is gonna be packed.
So
I mean, I'm hoping
this is making $1 billion.
Oh, definitely.
First week.
Yeah. So is this gonna be their first $1 billion since No Way Home?
Probably. Yeah, and then, they're saying it lives up to the hype.
Does that count? Because that's Sony's $1 billion.
I don't think it counts. I don't think it counts.
It doesn't count. Yeah, Sony made that $1 billion.
So yeah.
this one movie is gonna save Phase 4.
Yeah, everybody's gonna forget
how bad Phase 4
Thor. Forget Thor, and then forget because this is still part of Phase 4.
Yeah,
Eternals.
And then forget She-Hulk and then Eternals.
And...
She-Hulk where nothing happened.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So as Derek was mentioning, he is the first known comic anti-hero.
Yes.
Which I found interesting. But I mean, being at 1939.
Yeah, well, so that's not surprising considering the timeline that he came out of, right? Like, because there wasn't a ton of superheroes back then, right? I mean, you had what, Batman, Superman, and Captain America?
Yeah, aren't they all around the same time?
Yeah, they all came out around the same time, didn't they?
Superman
was he in the 20s or was he?
I was going to say the
30s. I thought it was the 30s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting, and he's maintained that anti-hero status.
Yeah,
throughout the years. Yeah. Which maybe is why people like him. You know, we do like an anti-hero. Yeah. Venom, Punisher,
Deadpool.
Yeah, people like anti-heroes. Is it more realistic?
I think so, right? Because it's just he serves his own purpose.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, because his number one objective is the safety of his people.
Yeah, the people of Atlantis. Like he's loyal to them.
Yeah.
Then everyone else.
So it doesn't matter who gets in his way at that point. It's like if it's against his people, then it's like, well, it doesn't matter. It don't matter if it's Cyclops or Hawkeye. It's just like, no, you in my way.
Yeah. All right, so supposedly he was created as the water counterpart to the Human Torch.
Yes, not the original Human Torch.
Yeah, not Fantastic Four Human Torch.
So there was a lot of mentions when I was looking this stuff up about the original Human Torch, which I don't know anything about.
He, I believe, is the first superhero that Marvel created.
But he's not a part of Fantastic Four or nothing at all.
Fantastic Four wasn't even thought of.
But he still has the same powers as Johnny Storm.
Except he's an android.
Yeah.
He's an android?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep. I did not pick up on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that Human Torch is an android. He still has fire powers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know a lot about it, but there was an Easter egg in the original Captain America movie because the first three superheroes for Marvel was Captain America, Human Torch, and Namor the Sub-Mariner.
Mm-hmm.
So those are your first three. So the original big three, I guess.
Yeah, the original of Marvel. Mm-hmm.
And there was an Easter egg in the Stark Expo.
Yes, I do remember that.
They had a little android something.
Yeah, in it was
that party he went to.
I remember the
No, not Iron Man. In Captain America.
Oh, yes.
During the Stark
Expo.
They walked past and it was a Human Torch in a casing or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. I'm getting it mixed up.
Man, they should have did stuff like that. I like when Marvel does obscure stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What if they had come out with a Human Torch movie, but it was about the original Human Torch and not the Fantastic Four?
I think that would have been dope because I'm as someone who doesn't know anything about this character, I would have been interested to find out about him.
And really nobody would.
Yeah.
Because if they're still alive, they're 90-something.
Yeah. Or when people had complained because they thought it was going to be Johnny Storm.
That's fine, but Johnny Storm's annoying, so...
He is.
He's annoying in the comic books, though. But, I mean, this is also coming from our group. We really don't like Fantastic Four. So.
That's true.
Not
a big fan.
Not a big fan of Fantastic Four. Probably going to lose fans.
Whoops.
What? Anybody really like the Fantastic Four?
A lot of people.
A lot of people like the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
God, they suck.
That's why they pushing for this movie. For Marvel to do this movie.
No, I do want Marvel to do a Fantastic Four movie.
I mean, it would be nice for them to do it correctly.
Yeah.
I mean, they had 5 tries. So.
Yes.
Well, that's because they had to keep coming out with something.
It's been 3 reboots.
I was thinking that with Spider-Man, don't they have to come out with a Spider-Man movie in a couple of years? Sony has to make a movie.
Oh, they have to.
Oh, and they will.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they will.
Well, they keep coming out with the villains.
Well, that don't count. You got to make a Spider-Man.
No, I'm saying it's the idea of keep coming out with the villains and stuff.
It is. I know. You think hopefully Morbius taught them something. Oh boy.
You can't have villains without the hero. Like
You could if you made a good movie.
the villains don't make sense
we're
without the
getting Kraven
heroes.
Hunter.
Okay,
Yeah, they
Kraven the
coming out with
Hunter
Kraven the Hunter.
without Spider-Man is a little weird.
It's real dumb.
But it could be done. Are you gonna get
Who is he gonna hunt? Batman? Oh no, he'll hunt Morbius.
Okay, whatever. This is not. This is.
Oh no, we're talking about Sub-Mariner.
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. All right, so next little information I got about his creation. Namor, he was named Namor because Bill Everett wanted to find fancy names and spell it backwards, and he thought Roman was good because Romans were good.
Mm-hmm. Like warriors or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Namor's just Roman backwards, which I've never noticed, and now I hate.
didn't either.
I did notice that. What is wrong with you guys?
You literally looked at Namor
I did.
and
Yes.
said, "Oh wow, that's Roman backwards." I
know.
definly never saw that.
I don't know about that.
See, this is her. She'd be like noticing stupid stuff. What was that?
Y'all not gonna let that go.
No Time to Die. The intro sequence had DNA. She's like, he's going to have a kid.
Was I right?
Yes, you were.
Okay
You were.
then.
Still,
She's the only one that finds Waldo and wears Waldo.
right. I hated those books. Like Waldo's not in here. So yeah, Namor is Roman backwards. My whole worldview is broken now. I don't know how I feel about this. But,
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, really?
But no, you know, when you're writing stuff, that is how you do stuff. Because like when I was writing, I did come up
See,
with some
my
names.
name backwards it's nothing. Like,
it's
It's an alien language.
Maybe the king can be
it's
silent.
Cure
Just don't think about it.
Red.
Word.
Cured. Oh, Cured. Yeah, see, that's an alien name. Cured.
You guys are dumb.
I don't know how to spell your name, Denisha, so. All right, so his first appearance was as a villain against the U.S. government, and fans liked him because he did have like a just cause in his actions, which I find that again that stands even down to this day. Like what villains that people liked, Killmonger, right? An understandable cause. Yeah. Even if they're still wrong, even with that, Namor wrong in a lot of his stuff.
No, because a lot of things is protecting Atlantis, and you figure his first thing was, well, now I guess when his mom went up to the surface because they were destroying Atlantis by planting bombs, and so it was like most of the things he does is to protect his people, and while it may be extreme or whatever, but you feel like he has a right to protect. Because, there's a whole world underneath the ocean.
Yeah. Speaking of, there's a story where he gets the Phoenix Force and floods Wakanda.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's in Avengers versus X-Men storyline.
So I guess we won't be seeing that.
No.
But
apparently he floods Wakanda.
But he does flood. Oh, yeah. Like
well, yeah, I seen the trailer, yeah.
But yeah, there's no X-Men thing, yeah.
Okay.
Well, but he is a mutant, which we will get to in his powers. So this is the first mutant. No, wait, no. Kamala Khan was the first mutant
in the MCU.
MCU.
Yeah, well, playing a little theme song is not the same as.
Yeah, but they said she was a mutant.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So she's the first MCU.
So
mutant.
technically,
but he is known as Marvel's first mutant, even though chronologically he's not, but he was the first one in their comics.
He's the first one they curated, although obviously Apocalypse, Wolverine, and Mystique are a lot older than he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. At some point in his story, he was found by Johnny Storm from the Fantastic Four with amnesia.
You know what I didn't understand? Looking that up was, how did he get the amnesia?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was not explained to
No,
me.
they did not explain it.
Of course, it's comics.
I mean, I'm sure if I read the comic, but me doing watching the Marvels 101 on who Namor was, I was like, but how did he lose his memory?
No, I don't even think it's explained.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah,
No.
of course not.
All right,
I
so
don't
he
know.
just homeless in New York.
Yeah, none of these stories. Yeah, he was homeless with amnesia, blah blah blah, and they give him his memories back eventually. And apparently he finds out Atlantis been destroyed by nuclear testing. And see, this is where we go back to what we were saying. His just cause. Like, not only is it understandable why he's doing the quote unquote villain thing, but I don't know. I'd be just fine if I came back home and my home was nuked.
Yeah.
I might be angry at the other people.
I might attack the city of New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I have no problems with that.
Yeah, so I feel like that, yeah, that makes sense. So, I mean, in general, it's his story. It's sometimes he fights with the heroes, sometimes he fights against them. He fought with the Allies in World War II, apparently. I thought that was
interesting. Yeah, like he fought with Captain America. Just thought that was dope. So if he fought with Captain America, did he also fight with Wolverine?
He would have to, right? Wolverine was.
They didn't mention it when I was reading it. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't mention it.
So maybe they didn't cross paths.
Yeah. The first villains he allied himself with was Doctor Doom and Magneto.
I know. I was interesting. He was on the first Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. So like,
well, it makes sense. They all are like leaders of countries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Well, that's in a way kind of its own world war.
Magneto
right?
should have kept that team together. Think about a team with him and Magneto on it. You're not beating that team.
And Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
With New Latveria?
Right. Yeah. Honestly, Doctor Doom is OP.
I think a lot of them are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need them to, if they introduce Doctor Dome in a
Dr.
MCU.
Dome?
Dr. Dome.
Dr. Dome.
Dr. Dome.
He's got a dome on his head. No, if they introduce him, they should do it in his own movie. And not align with the Fantastic Four.
That is wishful thinking.
That would be dope, though.
It would be.
He can be separated from the Fantastic Four. Doctor Doom does not need to be a part of it.
Honestly, you can use Doctor Doom to introduce the Fantastic Four.
You can use Doctor Doom to do anything.
Yeah,
it's true.
There is no way that's going to happen, though.
They bet not.
Because if Fantastic Four...
He better not be the villain of this Fantastic Four
If they're not fighting Doctor Doom, who are they fighting?
Kang the Conqueror.
That's already an Ant-Man.
It's going to be Kang, because Kang is the overriding... He's the whole
the
thing of
villain.
this these phases, 5 and 6, is Kang.
Yeah, they already said that in a lot of movies, he will be the villain.
So everybody's just going to fight this guy.
Kind of makes sense.
It's going to be different variants of him because of what happened in Loki.
Kind of makes sense.
See, now I got to watch another Fantastic Four episode to find out if they fought Kang.
Yes, they definitely fight Kang.
Yes.
Whatever.
I gotta watch Fantastic
He's like
Four.
a major Avengers villain.
I don't know that.
Yeah, you do. Remember the crappy Avengers cartoon that we talked about?
Yeah, he was like...
He was the villain there.
Yeah.
He was?
Yes. You don't remember that? That's when I was introduced to Kang. And I was like, who is this?
I don't
that's
think
when
I
found
finished
out
that
who
cartoon.
he was.
That's like one of the few things I remember. I remember them making Vision. So
Okay,
that cartoon's
I
the
remember
reason
that.
why I know who Vision is.
Yes, I remember that.
Kang.
Also Kang. I don't remember anything else, but I remember Kang and an obelisk or something
I'm
like that.
telling you, I didn't finish this cartoon.
Oh.
Because like
this was like first episode.
Yeah,
no,
it's like
Ultron was first episode.
Ultron was first.
Because
Kang, I want to say it's episode 3.
The episode with Namor, I was like, I definitely have not seen that before.
I haven't seen that either.
So I know I didn't make it that far.
But Falcon was in there.
Yeah, Falcon was in there.
Oh man, then we did anime style like suit up scenes.
Yes.
Every episode.
Every episode.
Please don't.
It was like the first episode I get. We don't have to do
straight
this
up
every
Sailor
single
Moon
time.
getting putting like
Sailor
getting the
Moon,
outfit on.
Power Rangers.
So before we get into the rest of our show, what's everybody drinking tonight?
I had a Crown Royal Peach.
Crown Royal Peach.
Oh man, Crown Apple.
Crown Apple. I've got some of the Crown Apple too, kind of made a bit of a mixed drink with some lemonade and what, ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Yeah, I definitely wish we had a recommendation or review for these drinks before we tried it.
Yeah, like maybe another kind of Crown, because I tried this first time getting the Crown Apple and I was like, oh
man, we should have tried Crown salted caramel.
Salted caramel. Hey, you know what? I think I saw an episode of something before that actually does reviews of bourbons, and they did an episode on salted caramel. Was it Cleveland on the Rocks?
Yeah, Cleveland on the Rocks.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cleveland on the Rocks on YouTube. They do reviews of bourbon, and yeah, definitely would try the salted caramel over this Crown Apple.
Yeah, it was definitely recommended. The Crown Apple tastes like a rotted Jolly Rancher.
That's not good, but yeah, you know what? Check out Cleveland on the Rocks on YouTube, and yeah, maybe try some of their drink suggestions so you can have a better night than we are.
Yeah. So check out Matt Lizen's Bar, Cleveland on the Rocks. He does those reviews. Yeah.
All right, so we talked about kind of basically what most of his stories are.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about his biography in comic book. So he is the son of Lynn, who is the daughter of the Atlantean Emperor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's a princess?
Yeah, she is
Yes.
a princess.
She's
Yes.
a princess. And a sea captain, which is the exact same story as Aquaman. Come on.
Yep.
The exact. I mean, they didn't even switch it up. They didn't even have it like, okay, let's the man be from the water and the woman from exact same story.
Yeah.
All right. So he was born a mutant, and I said without blue skin. The way they described it, he's a mutant with pink skin.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, because we have people with actual pink skin, right?
Yeah.
So
I didn't get that
he
reference
has-
of it
he
either.
has-
Because
like normal
he's human
toned
with
skin.
pink skin.
yeah, it's not pink. No, it's like
Peach?
Because
I don't know.
yeah. But
So,
it's
yeah.
because the race that he's from, they're blue.
Yeah, because they're blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he's not blue.
Yes.
But I think in this movie, as we've seen it, they turn blue out of water.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, because I think underwater they all had like normal colored skin from what I saw in
Oh,
the trailers.
That's disappointing.
And he doesn't turn blue because he's Namor.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing.
But you want them to be blue all the time?
Because that's what they are.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they changed it for him to have more of a Aztec background, which I'm
Yeah.
fine with.
Yeah, because in the
I think actually it's pretty
movie they're not Atlanteans.
Do they still live
Well,
in the water?
technically, they call the city something different. That's still Atlantis.
I mean, yeah, if it's still a city underwater, it's Atlantis. You can give it whatever fancy name you want and give it. It's still Atlantis.
yeah. They actually it's based on some kind of Aztec
Yeah, it
like
is.
mythology
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, I'm fine
Yeah.
with that. As long as the essence of Namor and all the stuff we talked about stays the same, I do not care.
Actually, I think it's kind of dope that you give them some kind of background because the actual comic doesn't really have anything. They were under like the Antarctic ice sheet to begin with, or something.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
So
far, like not having seen the movie, the only issues I have with what I've seen is why does Namor have a dad bod? Like,
I thought he looked fine.
no, he has some love handles.
All right,
Yeah.
Maybe it's all the fish he's eating.
Look,
okay.
if you spend 90% of your time swimming,
I think
he
she's
should
judging
be-
too hard there.
he should be in.
He looks like he's in great shape.
He does not.
Yes, he does. He
Man,
looks,
y'all need to watch those trailers again. He
He's
does
in
not look
better
like he
shape
be
than most
swimming.
people.
Leave in the comments if you feel like Namor has a dad bod.
Body shaming over
I'm
here.
not body shaming.
Yes,
I'm just
yes.
saying a guy who swims 99% of the time should be in great shape. That's all I'm saying. Look, for a regular old person, that guy looks great. But for a Olympic swimmer, no.
All right. Wow. Oof.
I'm just saying.
All right. Let's get to his powers.
Okay.
All right. So here's what makes him a mutant. Now he is an Atlantean human hybrid, right? Which gives him a lot of his powers, but he can also fly
With the little wings.
Yeah, which is not a power for anyone, human or Atlantean. So
But
it is a mutant.
But he's also
mutation.
a lot like Atlanteans themselves are strong, but then he's a lot stronger than them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that also part of his power, or is that just because he's mixed?
I mean, it's listed under his powers, but I think that falls under the fact that he's mixed.
So the only thing that makes him a mutant is the wings.
Not the wings, but because he can fly.
The wings is why he flies.
You know what? I'm gonna say technically, but let's be honest. Those wings are not making him fly.
He flying upside down.
The wings are not making him fly. Okay.
But maybe the wings are how he steers,
No, I guess
like rudders
sure.
or something.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about his other powers? I know I'm jumping ahead.
Okay, so he can breathe in air and water. That's the hybrid.
That's the hybrid, yes.
He has superhuman strength, speed, and durability, which I'm gonna say this is just a base power for anyone.
Yeah.
Everyone has
superhuman strength,
and durability.
But his strength is stronger than superhuman.
Yeah.
According to the wiki, he's a 6 or something.
There are different levels of strength.
Okay, well, whatever.
He's a 6 out of
But
10
everybody has
when it comes to strength.
Everyone.
Well, there's more than that, but we'll get to that. Okay. What is his other powers?
Longevity. So he's
Yeah.
old.
But that's all of them, so that doesn't count. Yeah.
No, that's about it.
Okay, but what about?
Oh no, the Aquaman thing. He could talk to fish.
Yeah, what about talking to the
Yeah.
fish? That makes him a mutant, no?
Oh, I guess yeah. Other Atlanteans can't.
Yeah, I
do
don't
that,
think the
right?
rest of them can talk to fish.
No, they can't.
Oh, so I guess that's a mutation too.
Yes, I think it's the wings and the talking to the fish thing. And Lonely has the trident. He can also control water.
Yes, it's the trident though.
Is
And
it
then
the
I think
trident?
he also can manipulate weather too with the trident thing.
What?
Like-
Okay, I didn't see this. I don't know.
Oh, okay. It was on the wiki.
Oh, okay. I should.
Whether or not it's true or not.
All right. I mean, if you could create hurricanes, that's
Okay.
more wind than water.
I mean, yeah.
You know.
Because they said like storm. And I'm like, oh, okay. Then that's
Oh,
cool.
like Storm.
Like storm.
We don't need these kind of people.
Oh, man. Wouldn't it have been dope if Storm was also in this movie?
Yeah.
I'm still holding out that technically she is. Like, it'd be a small cameo or something. Post-credit scene.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dope. Because, like,
Oh, I heard that. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, introducing Storm in a Black Panther movie, I think is the way to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although we can't get the marriage between them now. Boo. But, yeah, unfortunate. But
So-
still.
Yeah, I think that would be dope. I wanted Namor to show up in the Black Panther movie. Got that. So now I just need Storm to show up.
Yeah, it would have to be an after credit scene, though, because we've already got Ironheart and
Oh, I forgot
Namor.
Ironheart was in this movie.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently she has a significant role in the movie.
Really?
Well, it seemed like it. They
I
really
seemed
put
like
her in
it.
the
don't know much
trailers.
about this character, so I don't care.
I haven't read
And
anything
the,
about
and
Ironheart.
the actor
Yeah.
has been with the other actors. Like when it comes to
On
the
the press
premieres.
tour.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Oh
watch the
yeah,
press
well,
tour.
they do that sometimes.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
on small roles though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What movie was it? And this person was like not in the movie for real.
Dune with Zendaya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot all about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Chris Brown and Stump the Yard.
He did die like
He
5
died
minutes
5
in.
minutes into the movie, dude.
or Channing Tatum in that
G.I. Joe
G.I.
movie.
Joe movie.
Yeah.
He died 5 minutes into the movie too.
Or
Bryan Cranston
Brandon
and Godzilla.
Cranston and Godzilla. Yeah.
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 Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do it a lot apparently.
Mhm. But speaking about his strength, so they said he is an alpha level mutant.
I don't know that.
Okay, so he's up there with Magneto, Phoenix.
No, Phoenix is Omega.
I'm going to give you the list that the internet gave me.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Franklin Richards.
Oh, wait. What? There's no way he's on the same level as Franklin Richards. Franklin Richards basically creates universes. I don't want to
I don't know what he does.
Franklin
but look,
Richards is like a mini god.
But that doesn't mean they're on the same level. That means they're both alpha. You
Well,
have
we need
different
to create
level.
a different category.
Well, okay, so fine. Move him to Omega then. Then they listed Phoenix,
See?
Okay.
Legion, Professor X, Storm, Sebastian
Is he as powerful
Saw.
as Legion?
That means this dude is really strong, man.
I'm saying they're saying he's really strong.
Legion? No, like
Yeah.
Legion, Professor X, Storm, Sebastian Saw, Havoc, who's I guess is really strong.
why is Havoc on that list?
Look, I don't know. Maybe I can only
Because they
tell you what
said
the internet
that
tells me.
basically Havoc is what Cyclops is, except for Cyclops don't.
Yeah, Cyclops shouldn't be on the list either.
I think they made Cyclops stronger than he really is.
I mean, you got punchy eyes.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. Like you guys are overrating this power.
So really, Havoc?
Havoc was on the
Havoc
list.
doesn't belong.
I started not to write Havoc because I didn't believe it. I was like, no, absolutely not.
They said Iceman, right? Is Iceman on there?
Iceman wasn't. Why is Iceman on the list?
Dude,
Because-
they be having him strong.
He makes ice.
Because he has
horrible
more
design.
power. I think there was something with Emma Frost, and like he became like a lot stronger. Like he can turn into water and stuff, which can be overpowered.
I guess. Okay, so apparently we need an official alpha level list because you guys are throwing out other people that
Well,
weren't.
I
on
heard
here.
Iceman was strong. I don't know. He's
Okay.
not on the list. But
And
whatever.
then-
I mean, he's better than Havoc.
I would agree. Honestly,
Yeah.
I started not to write Havoc down because I didn't believe it.
Get this trash out of here.
And then Mr. Sinister.
Okay, he's not even really a mutant.
I know.
But Mr. Sinister, I mean, you can't beat him though.
No,
Yeah. So he's supposed
except
to be.
for Lesser Cyclops. Oh, is that why they're
Yeah.
on the list?
Yeah.
Because they're the only people that can beat Mr. Sinister.
That's not because Cyclops is strong, because he just has the powers that can do it.
Yeah.
Anyone with pew pew powers can beat Mr. Sinister.
Punchy eyes.
Pew pew.
Because like when you're a kid, you think like, oh, Cyclops has a laser, but no, it's a concussive beam, so it has like physical force.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has punchy eyes.
Yeah.
Get out of here. All right. Okay, so he's an alpha level mutant.
Yeah, they say he can go toe to toe with Hercules and Thor.
All right, so Wakanda about to get destroyed. In this
I was
movie.
thinking that like the Wakandans can't win.
No.
That mean he can hang in there with Hawk then.
They're saying,
I read that in his powers. They say yes, he can go 1-on-1 with.
yeah,
the
he
Hulk.
can hang with the Hawk. So yeah,
I mean,
dude
I
is
would
dumb
like to
strong.
see that.
No,
So,
I mean a lot of people can go 1-on-1 with Hulk,
Yeah.
but none of them win.
Right.
Right.
But
Thor
dude, I
can
would like
too.
to see that.
so my
That'd be
thing
dope.
is, what is this movie? Because you know the MCU like to downplay people's powers. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
He
So this is
decides
not a
to
fight.
destroy Wakanda.
This
That's
is not a
it.
fight.
He decides
Yes.
not to destroy Wakanda.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, because you can't kill him. He's not gonna. He's not
Exactly.
gonna die.
No, because
Yeah.
he's gonna be used again.
Yeah.
If Marvel, if you kill Submariner,
Dude,
I
I know.
swear,
I know.
I'm-
I would instantly,
I'm going
Not
to talk
like
to
this
Kevin
movie if he
Feige
dies.
myself.
and
It's
I'm
gonna-
not like a huge Namor fan, but I just feel like it would be an injustice if he dies.
It was. You can do too much with him to get rid of him.
Yeah. There's some people you just don't get rid of.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's an anti-hero, I think, kind of automatically says they're not going to get rid of him because he's good and bad. You just don't use him as a villain and then be done.
Yeah. But they don't really have. Well, maybe they'll do it right this time.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Alrighty. We said that, but like what this was Sony though. Spider-Man 3, they killed Venom. In the same movie. Oh god. Okay. All right, yeah, so that's all his powers though. Oh wait, no. Okay, so there is a little caveat to his strength.
Yes. Isn't it interesting?
Yes. So the longer he's out of water, the more strength he loses.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put down as a note here that he has to be moist. so Mariner has to keep himself moist in order to stay strong. Because basically what they said is like he has to stay wet, like he has to keep water on him in order to keep his strength. So
And you know what? In that cartoon we had, that's how they got the upper hand on him. Because they kept him out of the water too long. And like it was just like, oh, my strength is waning.
yeah, I hate how they do that in those cartoons. It's not exactly like that.
Yeah.
Also, he's the only Atlantean that won't die. So like he'll start to lose his strength and whatnot.
Hey,
but
maybe
he'll
that's
still
how he
be
got
alive.
amnesia.
Wait,
he was out of water too long.
What? So that makes him lose his memory?
But that doesn't make any sense. But then I also read that it doesn't take a lot of water for him to gain his strength back either. They said
So
literally like rain, like a
Right.
mist. The morning dew can restore his strength. So it doesn't take much for him to get his strength back.
Yes.
So Storm was
moist
like, bring
superhero.
forth
I wonder how many
rain."
people listening don't like the word moist.
Oh, I hate that word.
I'm pretty sure it's a lot.
I like messing with people that hate it. Just be like, say that and then do the Silence of the Lambs.
No, please don't. Why would you go ahead and do that?
Oh, okay. So that's one thing we have to look out for during this movie. Make sure to keep Namor
To keep him out of the.
and we mentioned that he can communicate with sea life.
Yes.
Just like Aquaman.
Just like Aquaman. Except for he's better than Aquaman.
Way better than Aquaman. Aquaman's a joke.
So I'm pretty sure he won't be doing the ninja thing with the trident like in the Aquaman movie.
I don't even remember that. I thought about it. I was like, should I watch the Aquaman movie?
No.
before-
No, you should not.
You're just gonna be disappointed.
You know what Marvel should do? When is Aquaman 2 coming out? Is it next year?
I don't know. 30 years from now.
Yeah,
Who
it's
knows?
think it's next year.
DC keeps pushing stuff back. Ah, man, it's too soon. I was like, if it was going to be later, just come out with the Submariner movie. Put the release date at the same time.
Mhm.
I mean, they did that with Civil War
They-
and Batman, v
Yeah.
Superman,
Yeah, they
Dawn
did.
of Justice, super long title.
Well, Civil War was the better movie,
It was.
It was.
which is why it made money.
Hands down.
Yes.
So that's all I had on Namor.
Okay, so we covered a lot of the things I had, just that he can do everything the Latins can do, but better. Like, they can swim really fast, but he can swim super duper fast.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's like the Michael Phelps of Atlantis.
Yeah, I think they said like they swim at like 60 miles an hour, and he's at like 350.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
I mean, I get them being faster than humans underwater, but why 60 miles an hour though? Like, I mean,
That's like a fast fish, right?
Yeah.
is it? Fish
Yeah.
swim that fast?
I think there might be a fish that can swim that fast.
Probably. Yeah.
I don't know. Like maybe like a crocodile in short burst or something.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, sharks swim pretty fast.
Yeah.
Not that fast
Not
though.
that fast though.
No.
60 miles. That's
Yeah.
like the cheetah of the
But
ocean.
you
Yes,
know,
the cheetah of the
like-
ocean.
They always like when they came out with like heroes and villains, like they put numbers on it, so it's like you can, I
Right.
guess,
Quantify it.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but I don't know what that is. One, I know nothing about animals, so.
Good point.
Oh, apparently the sailfish can swim at 68 miles an hour for short periods.
Wow.
Look at that. Never even heard of it.
Hmm.
Looks like
It's got a cell on the back though, right?
yeah, it looks like a what's the thing with the pointy nose? A swordfish.
Swordfish?
It
Oh,
looks
it's a
like that.
marlin.
Look, I don't know. I only got this little snippet from Google. So, yeah,
Okay.
something like that. But it's called a sailfish.
Right? Doesn't it look like the Florida Marlins?
Yes, it looks like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's in the Marlin group.
Okay, yeah. So, look, there are fish that swim that fast.
Look at that.
You're right. One thing we didn't talk about was his arch rival, Atuma.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So I was wondering, because rumor is he's not the main villain of this movie.
Oh, so could Atuma be the one attacking Wakanda?
Yeah. Or maybe he gets so angry, then he attacks, and then just like
Yeah.
Atuma. You know how it
Oh,
goes.
he decides after seeing Wakanda, like, okay, hey, we're not going to destroy
Yeah,
them.
I just
And then
wonder.
Atuma's like, no, let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see if that's the plot. If that's the plot, you heard
That's
it here
cool.
first. from Brittany Rival.
Well, I'm just saying the rumor has is that he's not like the villain.
Yeah.
I believe that.
So
Marvel was good for doing that.
so I don't know who could it be.
Atuma.
Right, because otherwise, like, why are you introducing Namor besides the fact that he's awesome?
Mhm.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Oh, and one thing we also didn't mention is his anger issues. We always said like he's
Yeah.
an anti-hero and stuff.
Yeah.
But apparently, his extreme mood swings are also due to the fact to the longer that he either stays too long in water or too long in the air on the surface.
Okay.
And then that's where he has those extreme mood swings.
He's bipolar.
That is exactly the words they used, yes.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, then they're going to have to do that properly.
They will.
Do some research.
I don't think they're going to... I'm pretty sure they're not going to touch on that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if they do his solo movie, they probably will.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and then so my only thing is, do you think he's going to show up in the Fantastic Four movie? Because a lot of his storylines intersect with the Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah, about him trying to get it on with Sue Storm.
They could skip that part.
Hey, man. Because
he gets so stuck on people. It was her, and then Scarlet Witch, and then his heart gets broken, and then he starts destroying things, and
Emma Frost.
Yeah.
Emma Frost?
Emma Frost was in there too.
Look, Wanda. I don't blame him.
I mean, at least he's not a robot, Wanda.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about living underneath the ocean. But
yeah, that's also true. I'm like, you gotta come up here to see me. I'm just,
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, after reading up on his character, I like him more even now, and at least from the trailers, it seems like they're gonna do him justice. Although you guys already know my one complaint about it so far, and that is a legitimate complaint.
No, I had already forgotten. Never mind.
It's a legitimate complaint.
Yeah, sure.
It is. How many flabby swimmers you know?
Oh my god, he doesn't look flabby.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's all I had on him.
Okay. All right, cool. So that is what we know about Namor the Sub-Mariner. So we'll see how much of the character they take and they put in this movie. Make sure you guys let us know your thoughts on Namor. Is he one of your favorite superheroes? He seems to be really popular. So let us know in the comments below. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a rating and review wherever you're listening, if you're listening to it as a podcast. And with that being said, thanks so much for listening and watching. We are going to catch you next time.